Hi Jackie, this is Fancy, and I'm looking at your design this morning. I trust you got really good advice last night during critique, but I thought I would throw in my 2 cents, and then you can think about what I said and what Linda may have said, see how they compare, and take it for what it's worth. I would always defer to her judgment over mine, but two opinions may be helpful. So you are making a straight shot from the red to orange to yellow, and also from the red to purple to blue. And I can see where you're trying to make a straight shot from the yellow to green to blue. So this part of the composition, kind of the upper half and the left side are unifying better than the lower right. So this is all kind of a jumble. It doesn't go with these big blocks of hue family that you've established elsewhere. Also, disregarding this portion of the composition, excuse me, the red is kind of big and overwhelming. Um, so you've got more real estate invested in the red. It takes up more of your composition than the orange, the yellow, the purple, or the blue. So it feels unbalanced with that regards. Um, I can understand where this is kind of throwing you off this corner because you've already got the yellow paired with this leg of your primary and secondaries. And you're trying to think of a way to integrate the green in here also with the yellow. So you're going to require some shifting around of your composition to get it balanced and unified. As for transparencies, it's a nice transition from the red to the orange. Um, however, you're not getting smooth transitions from the orange to the yellow. There's a really obvious break here in the gradation or the transparencies or the vanishing boundaries. So you don't have vanishing boundaries here. It's working better in this section here where these values are adjacent to these values. But you can see this value is way too dark to be paired with this value at the orange and the border for the orange and the yellow here too. And that's kind of stopping you from feeling like this is a transparency where the red and the yellow are kind of overlapping. Also, you don't have a lot of the yellow. So that's kind of, I think, stopping that transparency from visually happening as well. Nice transition from blue to purple, but again, you have kind of a hard boundary in this area. You can see how the boundary is formed by values that are not vanishing. Here's a bit better, but here's higher contrast, here is a higher contrast, here's a higher contrast. And then yellow to green. It's not too bad, actually. It's just not enough of it. Um, and then, trying to figure out maybe kind of sandwiching more of that. I don't know why the yellow is up here and why the purple is down here. So it's kind of meandering a little bit. So I would kind of delete these, get those out of there. So points of emphasis. Now, I'm a little unclear whether you're gradating across pathways, which I think you are, or whether you're kind of gradating more randomly away from your central hub. I think you're going across pathways. They're really subtle, the changes from pathway to pathway in terms of the gradation. And that's okay, I think. Here it's a little bit more obvious. But actually I do kind of get the same feeling. You kind of have this lighter center, and this kind of forms with the next pathway, which kind of forms a larger square. I get the same feeling here. Not so much in the purple because I don't think there's enough of it present to see it. And then the blue is implied, so we don't really see it there as well. So kind of work on the yellow to green to blue area. Try to unify what you have a little bit better. This needs a lot of cleanup. I hope that helps, and I hope it goes along with some of the things that Linda said. Again, defer to her judgment.